Hello, everyone, and welcome to Town Hall for preseason. Why'd you change to preseason 9? It's preseason 8.
Wait, it's preseason 8?
It,
Oh, I lost track. My
okay.
bad.
Welcome to the preseason 8 Town Hall. It's been a while. It's been many months since we did Omega Strikers, right, Brickbat?
Yeah, it's been a long off season. We've come to like those, but I think with the LAN and with all the other events that we've been attending, it's been a bit of a long break.
Yeah, and as you might have noticed, the Twitch channel has changed, and that is actually our first topic. So, those of you who are familiar with Twitch as, I guess, a company and interacting with Twitch, is that it is incredibly hard to get a channel renamed to a username that already exists. So I sent the ticket in thinking that they would just say no, like always. They said yes. So that has kind of accelerated our plans a little bit. And just to align with the fact that the Twitch channel Bestian Slot does not exist anymore, the Discord is rebranding back to what it used to be. Coscord is back.
Yeah. Back when we did like Bestie and Slot and stuff, when we were looking to expand in other games, the initial idea was to have kind of Bestie and Slot be like kind of the hub for everything. And to kind of just to have interaction in between communities and stuff like that. So we had like a fighting game channels. When we had that for the brief flash in the pan, we had rematch, and all of those different things. All of these kind of I guess explorations didn't go all too well. And with kind of Omega Strikers being in the state that it's in, and with kind of me and Saya getting into scenes of other different games, I think we've kind of decided to pull the trigger and just be like, all right, Coscord, which is now Coscord, as we basically always called it anyways. Coscord is going to be Coscord. It is going to be focused just on Omega Strikers and everything related to that, and we're just going to do that. Um, so Saya's going to be streaming through his channel. I know that. I don't know if you want to talk about this all too much, but he's been making a name for himself out in the FGC, and that is where personal branding is a little bit more important. So yeah, I think we both talked about this and decided that this was just kind of best for him and something that I think most people wouldn't super mind anyways, given how closely associated Bestie and Slot is with him anyways. But yeah, I'll pass that over to you.
Yeah, so just as some background, I think a lot of people are somewhat aware of this, but Bestian Slot as a quote unquote brand, quote unquote org, was only created to try and unify things to keep Omega Strikers alive. It has long since become more of a hindrance than a help in terms of it existing. So unfortunately, I have not as much attachment to it as some people might expect. Um, and of course, I think this is we are in the era of retro rebrands like WoW Classic, League Classic, so we're back.
Yeah. So yeah, just generally speaking, for people on the VOD, people watching this in the VOD, we'll be uploading to that. I think the VOD's channel will still remain the same. Because Saya has his own YouTube whenever the video gets up. But we'll yeah, for those in the VODs, we're switching back to Coscord. God bless. We will not be calling it Saya Cord 2. Um,
The funny thing is,
yeah.
Psycord already exists, and a concerning number of people say Psycord. I don't say Psycord. I can't do that.
Yeah, that's true. God, yeah, don't worry. I've voiced my opinions about Sidecard, but yeah, we'll be rebranding the cost guard. We'll talk more about this later too with server cleanup,
We
but
did,
we're gonna
bro.
try to
Look at the
yeah.
server.
Huh? What? Oh, what do you mean? Oh yeah, we did. Oh, holy crap! It just happened live, guys. Holy moly, we're here. So yeah, cost guard's coming back. Hallowed be thy name. Um, yeah, the hot
Fresh,
dog's
fresh.
name is
Don't
back.
don't tell Break about what happened earlier. He doesn't need to
Okay.
know.
But regardless, yeah, that'll be that. This Discord's gonna be just dedicated to Omega Strikers, and that is it. That there will be we're everything under the sun under the Coscord umbrella is going to be on this Discord server. And if we go into other games, we'll just maybe have like a brief announcement that we'll have another Discord server for that. But that's it. So yeah.
Yeah, and just to clarify, like this is not because we failed to do other game stuff. In fact, it's because we succeeded too much in doing other game stuff, but not as Bestie and Slot. So there's just no point.
Yeah. Basically, when me and Sai do things in the FGC or in EMA, we're kind of just doing it as ourselves. Um, and yeah, it has made things like a lot easier. So
Okay.
anyways,
Next topic, more
yeah.
interesting. NAS
Yeah.
is going down to 8 teams each league. And Brickbat, tell me
Yeah.
about the many reasons why this is important.
So, yeah, there's a few reasons. We talked about this. We really, really, really weighed this heavily. We really liked having 10 teams. We thought that that was kind of the optimal number for just stories, like feeling like a league, feeling like you're in competition, the kind of best league experience. So we did have a good hard look at like what we wanted to do next season, what resources we had, what time we wanted to commit to it, and generally speaking, how to make Sai not want to kill himself stream running this. And so we've kind of made this decision to cut down to 8. We think that in the past few seasons, we've had a lot of great moments with bottom teams being very, being scrappy and having upset possibilities. But at the end of the day, it's been, 8 seasons, and we still are at the point where usually the bottom 2 seeds are just getting kind of swept aside in a lot of situations. So we think that going down to 8 teams will not be a huge impact on competitiveness. It will be even though it's 20% less games, it's probably like a 30% resource kind of decline, right? We don't need the awkward one block for casters at the end and for refs. The referees we need every single week goes down, which has been last season specifically. Refs were really great. They onboarded. We had a lot of staff, and everything was firing on all cylinders, and we still had the occasional hiccup. We think that with going down to 8 teams, the release on resource requirement is going to make everything stream runners, referees, players side just be way easier. So, how does this impact qualifiers?
We are still
Yeah.
discussing what the impact exactly will be. Also on the playoffs question as well, we are also thinking about 4 or 6. Both are definitely valid. We are still thinking about it.
Yeah. I want to briefly talk about this idea that we've had for NASL spots and inheritance spots specifically. Kind of pretty much in every single qual season, there has been 1 or 2 what we've come as a community to call NASL death squads, which has been effectively 2.5 or 3 NASL starters from the previous season who did not get their inheritance slot because their team exploded. But like clearly they're a NASL caliber team. Clearly, like the qualifiers and all of that is sort of just a formality. And for the most parts, or actually, I think almost entirely, when it comes to these NASL death squads, upsets don't really happen. So we are reconsidering the NASL inheritance rule to allow for what we call melding. So that would be if 3 players who were starters for the entirety of the previous season from 3 different teams or 2 or more teams want to combine their inheritance slot into one team, they can, so long as A, it's directly approved by me and Saya, and B, they remain as starters or whatever role they played in the previous season. So that means if, for example, someone was a brawler in season 7 and wanted to switch from midfielder season 8, they would not be able to take advantage of this. They would have to go through the qualification process like normal. So for people who want to stay on roll, whose teams have exploded, and to make the qualifications a little bit easier, we're going to try to do that. This may be a one-time thing. Particularly, we felt like it was necessary as well with the number of slots in general just going down from 10 to 8. So we might revise this rule in the future. We'll see how people like it. But generally speaking, we think it's a pretty good step in the right direction, especially for this season where there actually is a pretty significant format change happening.
All right. And speaking of significant changes, we are committed to making NASL start 2 hours earlier. This is so that Saturday is not taken up by an entire day of NASL. We think that, in addition to NAS going down to 8 teams, will make it a very, very reasonable stream day. We will require one less commentator block. We will require one less ref block. And I think that Westies... actually, Brickbat, you had something you wanted to say about
guys.
Westies.
Yeah. So I have this one line that I really wanted to say, but guys, we've been playing this game for 3 years now, a little bit over 3 years, not including the beta, right? When this came out, a lot of people were entering college. That's where they got picked up by the collegiate and all that, and that's where a lot of sources. Guys, it has been like 4 years since then. The average OS player works a 9 to 5, right? Like the average OS player has a job. That is where we are in the OS community. We are old. And I think that these times are going to better reflect that. I think that asking for an early wake-up time, even for Westies, right, this makes it so it's a 10 a.m. start for Westies, is pretty reasonable. And I think that this actually does add a lot of leeway for evenings for a lot of the Easties, because having your Saturday nights back is pretty fucking awesome for both me, for both Saya, for both the players and whatever. So I think that this 1 p.m. EST start time is, I mean, just even from the reactions in chat, something that I think most players are generally amenable to. So we're going to do that for the next season. So I know that this will create some difficulties as well. We're willing to schedule Westies by request to later blocks. So as usual, just make your request as usual. I'm pretty sure literally every season I have had 1 to 2 teams beg me or Saya on their hands and knees for a early as possible block. So there is going to be some overlap with EU, which sucks. But overall, this is just such a huge logistical change, such a huge logistical boon that we felt like not doing it would be a really bad option.
Also, this is the only way we are going to get every NASL game on stream. If this does not happen, I am not spending my entire Saturdays anymore. You know what I mean? I'm finally realizing that my time is worth something.
Yeah. So Saya wants to do other things on Saturday. I want to do things on my Saturday evenings, right? We've been doing this for 3 years. And while we want to keep doing it, obviously we want to start fitting in all of our other new opportunities and ambitions in as well. So I think that these 2 changes are going to be pretty healthy for us personally. So that's what we're planning on doing. It just makes too much sense to not do it when we talk this plan out. So we are going to be going through with this for the next season.
All right. Then we can move on to the next one, rulebook revisions.
Yeah. So we're doing things a little bit differently. I tested it out in UMA. It went okay. It didn't go super great, but it went okay. That I want to try to replicate something in OS. This kind of ties in with some of the NAS, specifically the NAS category in the Discord channel, of how it's a little bit bloated. It's a little bit hard to find things. So I have kind of tasked myself and a few other people with the task of doing a condensation of the rule book. Right now, it sits at just under 40 pages. That is not something that we consider a reasonable read for a lot of players, even players who have been here through a long time, right? And we've noticed some of the burdensome elements of it. There are elements in it that Saya doesn't know. There are elements in it that I don't know. There are elements in this that our head rets don't know. Like there are elements in this that players don't know. So condensing it down to somewhere like a 15-page read, I think, is something that we're looking to do because we want to actually have a document that is that we could actually expect at least one person on your team to have read. And we think that 15 pages is pretty reasonable.
Who has actually read the rule book? I'm gonna say it. I have not read the rule book. Like I know what it's about. You know, I know the rules, but I've never actually read the rule book. Like, you know what I mean? It is unreadable.
So we're gonna look to revise it. And also in that same vein, I want to commit to NASL communications and NAS communications being done through a living doc rather than through announcements. So this will change by me basically giving you a docs link at the beginning of the season, and the expectation is that I'll ping for like updates or things like that, or roster changes or anything like that. But the general sentiment is that if there is something that you need to know about how NASA's run or what you need to do or what your times are, your schedules, blah blah blah, it should be within one easily accessible document that is like you can just go in and find it. So I know that a lot of different players have been kind of talking about how hard it actually is to find information on NAS sometimes, and hopefully with the rulebook revisions and the new living doc that I plan on giving out, it'll be a lot easier to actually be a player within the NAS. So within the NAS. So yeah,
All right, yeah, and that again, like this is because channels like NAS Info really just could be part of a singular Google Doc. Like this Discord has way too many channels, and using channels on info like that is the biggest part of the problem.
yeah, yeah. So we'll be looking to do that. We're big on, obviously I'm personally big on making just processes easier for everyone involved. And I think that basically everything we've talked about has been just like dedicated towards that. So, yeah, I'm glad that hopefully we'll be able to have better communication in this upcoming season with easier ways to get information out and easier ways to receive information.
All right, and next up is entry fee. So
Yeah.
we've recently been made aware that it is actually not normal to run a league like this for free for so long, for so many hours. And this ties in to some other stuff like our LAN finances. But what just
Guys,
what?
I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna interrupt. Side, guys. I'm just letting you guys know we are fucking broke. We are broke. It has officially happened. We are broke.
So basically, if my Twitch channel wasn't so successful, we would be like negative thousands of dollars.
Yeah. So we me and Sai did some really hard number crunching after LAN, and we had basically we had looked at our income sources, and then Saya spotted like a hey, wait a minute, like there's a discrepancy here, and we basically deep dived our finances and we're like, holy shit, A, we fucking suck at math, but B, there's been a massive hole in our pocket without us realizing it for the past 2 lands, and I don't want this to eat into the prize pool because we have promised it, but like season 8 or season 7, why not have a prize pool, guys? I am so sorry. We're gonna have a land to a land prize pool because we promised that, but effectively speaking, we can't keep up with prize pool promises, generally speaking, anymore. So
Because like keep in mind,
yeah,
like we have not pocketed money. Like
yeah,
we are going so negative, and the only thing bailing us out is the fact that our Twitch viewership is so unusually high for a dead game that we get like decent revenue from that like patches the hole in our pocket.
yep. So but yeah, now that we've crunched the numbers, with what the money we're looking at, I can officially say that the Bestie and Slot budget, as someone who has who takes the payments and actually looks at it, the Bestie and Slot budget is 0. We are at 0. It is over. So for the actual entry fee itself, so I think that something that is a reasonable ask, again, the average OS player has a job nowadays. So what are we going to be looking at? It's not going to be in the hundreds. It is going to be $60 for a lower league team and $90 for NASL. So yeah, Saya wrote it out there. That is $30 a player for NASL, $20 a player for NAST. So this is per player.
Okay,
We
guys,
think,
guys,
yeah,
guys, tell us right now if this is too low.
yeah.
We suck at this, right? We have been doing this for free for so long. Tell us if this is too low. It's too low.
Okay.
Okay. Uh,
So we might consider it. I'll make a vouch here. I'm not. I'm down to raise the price, especially because we will use those funds towards prize pool, towards things like promotional material. We would like to actually pay artists, especially those who have been doing like a lot of hard work. Just a shout out again to Lego Mage, Yoshi, and Basic Guitar for their work on the previous animations. Right, those guys are the goats. So, like this is stuff that again we are not pocketing this money. This is operational funds so that we could essentially do cool things for you guys. Right. We want to commission artwork. We want hype as fuck moments. Okay, I'm gonna brief tangent. I still remember the commission that Vaughn did for with Dragonclaw, the one with Vice and Zentaro. That shit is like one of my favorite works of art in OS of all time. Like we want to do shit like that, right? Um, like I still remember that. That shit was fucking awesome, and I want to be able to do more things with that. But however, we've been kind of hampered just by getting enough money to keep the thing alive, especially for lands that like we're going to unfortunately just need a hard source of income, and entry fees are going to do that. I'll consider a higher price. We'll see what we end up being. I'll definitely get some feelers out on what people are willing to pay, but yeah, we will be having an entry fee per player on NASL. This is per starter. As always, we want to encourage teams to have as many substitutes as possible. Subs will remain free. So we are only going to be expecting a payment per starter.
okay, so
Anyways, so
I guess now that I'm thinking about it, we probably should do higher. Taking suggestions for the entirety of the town hall, but we can move on because I think that topic is pretty covered.
yeah. Yep. Um Okay. Yeah, I'll take over for this. There's two things we've been noticing. One, people have been really antsy. I know that recent drama in the community has been kind of getting people antsy, and we've seen a lot of that, and we've had to issue a lot more times outs. Especially going in the national season, guys, NAS players, you have a reputation. You have a game to show up to. If you're timed out, you cannot do that. So please just be aware of that. We've had a lot of issues with player behaviors. Moderation has been a little bit overwhelmed as of late, and I have received a couple messages from moderators about burnout. So please, again, just Coscord is what we've got. Please just be, I mean, just be nice. Please understand that we are a very small community. We are a small town. If word gets out that you're flaming in Coscord, it goes around, and people will have that. So, yeah. Hold on.
And also keep in mind, like,
right.
There's plenty of friend group Discord servers to go around. There's plenty of different things you could do. Like, there's so much more to life than yelling at each other in general chat of a public Discord server, guys.
Yep.
Okay, well, right. Everyone's distracted by what you just added.
Sorry, I will get to there. But yeah, in that vein, we are actually looking to recruit some more moderators. A lot of our moderators currently have waning interest in the scene. They've gone inactive. So we're going to need a few people to bolster that. Generally speaking, we're going to be looking for people with effectively just like blindingly bright backgrounds, people who just have no behavior instances, people who do not have a history of affiliations with certain people, that sort of thing. So we're going to be looking for people with generally good heads on our shoulders. Please reach out to Fresh about people. If you are interested in being a moderator, you could also reach out to me. But we'll be looking to recruit probably maybe 2 or 3 new moderators. Oh, Fresh is going to make a forum. Okay, cool. So when that forum comes out, we'll probably make an announcement for it. But yeah, we are looking for Coscord moderators to actually look at Coscord general, see if people are flaming, and give them a 24-hour timeout. So that was that. We'll be looking to bring on new moderators for that. Let me see. Right. Another thing. So we have this weird like vibes thing going on. There's Hot Dog General, which tends to be the default, like I'm in solo queue, hello friend, like channel where people could just kind of shoot the shit. We think that's really good. We think that Hot Dog General has a culture, I guess.
The
So
culture
we're gonna leave it
culture
there.
parentheses
Culture
negative.
asterisk, yeah, right. But we are looking to keep that. But what we want to do is we want to make kind of a formal announcement. This has already kind of informally happened with OSAS, ISS, and Night Market KO. But we want formal tournament talk to go in OS General and OS Help Desk. So we don't want that channel to be a place to shoot the shit or talk about solo queue or whatever. We want that channel to be dedicated to specifically, like, I am playing in a tournament today. I want to reach out to the TOs, or I want to communicate with another player about lobby codes, or I want to ask a question or whatever like that.
And
So,
also
yeah.
along those lines, we'll probably be renaming that category to just tournaments and like tourney dash announce tourney dash general. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep. So we'll be doing some things for clarity, but generally speaking, that's going to be like game face on, dot your I's, cross your T's, like be a regular person in that. So we'll treat these a lot like NAS threads, where if you're just spamming gifs and shit, we're just gonna have someone shoot you for a bit. So yeah. And again, as usual, everything that you do that extends to me and Saya also extends to our wonderful TOs. Again, shout out to all the cutie patooties in that group for Night Market KO. That has been a wonderful, phenomenal addition to our competitive community. And it's looking to be a mainstay competition for a very long time, as long as they want to keep running it. But it will only stay that way as long as they want to keep running it. So please, again, do your best. Glaze them whenever you see them, right? Forgive them whenever they int your games in solo queue. Please do that. These guys are awesome. They are incredibly competent, and it's been so great seeing Night Market KO get the support that it has. So please keep that up. Do not forget that again, just like me and Saya, they have their own desires, ambitions, and whatnot. So same extends to Ether and Coldress or Junior Jam and everyone who helps run the amateur bracket as well, right? Again, that is a competition that has literally been running for the entire duration of the Omega Strikers competitive history. So again, it's yeah. If you see those guys, please reach out to them, give them a thank you, give them a Julie heart, and all of that. So yeah, appreciate the shout outs as well. So yeah.
Okay. Next up and finally for the admin topic list is the Bertram role. Bertram said okay to that, right?
Yes, he did. He did. So we're calling it the Bertram role because we think he's the one that suggested it. He's the one that really brought up to us first. We've had a couple other people bring it up to us, but essentially, some people just want to be in Coscord for NAS. They don't want to be in Coscord for anything else. We understand that. So we are creating what we call the Bertram role to refer as a way to kind of restrict yourself on seeing things. If you really feel like you cannot control your yapping in solo queue, or you feel like it's if, it does affect your mental health, to see so many roles or communities in Coscord, we'll be making a role that will restrict you just to the NAS channels. And so that way you could fulfill being in the VC, being in the server, that requirement, without, I guess, for the lack of a better words, exposing yourself to the community at large, right? So again, some people, this is mostly for people whose mental health, who really feel like they cannot control themselves. So we'll be doing this. We'll probably be giving this out by request. But yeah, we're just calling it the Bertram role because Bertram requested it. So yeah.
All right, and that is the first half of the town hall complete. Right now is a 10-minute period where we're just gonna talk about what's up before we get to the submitted topic list. So stick around and we'll talk about real life a little bit. It says how have you been Brickbat, but I swear that includes me too. Please. Well, you don't have to.
Yeah.
You don't have to care.
So yeah, this is a good part. If you want to go grab water.
And also now is the time to submit any extra stuff to the form. The form's still open, right?
That's true. Yeah, it is still open.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send the form a bunch.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay. So Brickbat, you go first.
Yeah. I've I started a new job. I've switched over to general education. I'm now a middle school English teacher for a charter school out like 30 minutes in the direction of traffic. It's a huge pay bump. I'm making like with they provide like free healthcare and stuff like that. And so after all the numbers are crunched, I'm effectively making like 10 grand more. Which, like if a 10 grand raise comes, you would be stupid not to take it. But yeah, that's going on for me. Kind of in I guess in esports and stuff like that. Me and Saya have been traveling to a bunch of different events. It's fucking awesome. I have really, really fallen in love with going to these events, going to Boston Blue Beat and Frosty Faustings and stuff like that. And I really want to go to things like Combo Breaker. So I've very much picked up the FGC kind of with open arms. I think Brett's had like a question of the day of like what was the latest thing you bought expecting to start the hobby, and that was my answer. Just picking up I think Guilty Gear Strive and being like fuck it, I'll try it. And yeah, so that's been going really cool. I've really wanted to start casting at fighting games. I'm actually I feel like I'm surprisingly bad at it, but I think I just need to find my footing and find people I vibe with, and it'll be better. But yeah, that's been really really cool. Always hit me up if you want to play a fighting game. I've been playing Marvel Dokkan, Strive, and Grand Blue. So if any of those are your jam, super down. Always just do friendlies. Feel free to reach out. I did. I haven't gotten in the new Avatar game yet, but I heard it's heat. I heard it is heat.
Yeah,
Um,
it's the one
yeah,
game that I hear people like saying good things about actually playing.
yeah. Oh, I was actually really great. I had like a first ever guys. Oh my god. Whenever okay. I was at Offkai for some Uma stuff. And I think it was literally like for the first time ever, or for like the second time ever, like someone like pulled me aside and was like, "Oh, you're Brickbat, right?" And like that, like I didn't know them like whatsoever. They pulled me aside, "You're Brickbat," and I'm like, "Oh yeah, like how did you know me?" And they're like, "Dude, I see you're a Mega Strikers cast, dude. Like I think you're such a great caster." And I was like, "Holy shit!" Like that was fucking awesome. I don't think I've ever been recognized in public before for OS casting, or at least like in an event that's just like not related to gaming, like kind of whatsoever. And that was like a holy shit. I low key was like, holy shit, this guy made my day. This was fucking awesome. I like low key almost got emotional over it. It was like whoa. So that was really cool. I also had like a semi-viral Uma casting clip that hit the dopamine for me. Apparently, I don't know who it was. I don't remember who it was. I don't remember their name. So they're just like I love you too, random citizen. But that was a really cool moment. So it has been a really cool casting. I'm definitely in love with it. It's definitely like a passion that I want to foster and continue. So yeah, that's been going on with my life. A lot of things happening. I'm very busy. I usually work like 9-hour days being a teacher, which blows, but it has been really rewarding, and I do feel like days go by really fast. Like days are fun. I do feel like education is something that I'll probably whether by choice or not dedicate my entire or not my entire but dedicate a lot of my career to, and I'm excited. And they want me to start an esports club at like my little high school, so that's cool. Yeah, this is W employment, I guess, from working at Besting Slot.
All right, well, Brickbat has taken up a lot of the 10-minute window, so I'll be
Yeah.
real quick. So as you might have known, for me it is very much the year of the horse. I went to Frosty Faustings at the start of the year and did stuff there, which also a lot of other things I've been doing led me to getting invited out to Genesis, the Smash major, and as talent, as a commentator. And so I did stuff on stage there with some VTubers and Toph, the Melee caster. That was pretty cool. And after that, the next big thing on the agenda was Combo Breaker, which I decided to go to. Someone let me use one of their stages, so we did something there as well. And when I was at Combo Breaker, apparently because I was more functional than anyone could have ever expected there, I got invited to go to CEO, which was very recently. But after Combo Breaker, my flight to Combo Breaker was like $17. Okay, and I was like, that's too cheap. So I didn't want to just take an expensive return flight back to New York, and I was like, what can I do? And my grandparents have been telling me to visit them in Korea for a while, and it's cheaper to fly to Japan and then Korea than to fly to Korea. So I fit in like a 2-month Japan trip in there, And then I flew back to Anime Expo. I did stuff at Anime Expo, and then right after Anime Expo, that was Denverland. Thank you so much to Gramella for letting me stay over a few days at Anime Expo. That did make my life quite easy. And thank you to Weston and Weston's
Yeah, Weston's professor. Woo! W.
Yeah, the WW Weston's professor for that as well at Denver. Then we went to beach episode, and then after that, that was my 2 month world trip over. And immediately the week after, I flew out to Offplay Expo. Brickbat already talked about it. And then last week, I was at CEO, where I said hi to ZZZ and a Frying Pan Man. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, the fighting game event side of things is looking very good for me. I'm realizing that all the stuff I've been doing with Omega Strikers has kind of put me in the hyperbolic time chamber, to where I have a lot of very useful skills that are extremely rare. So now that people know me because of the horse game, I'm getting a lot of work and attention, which is good. It feels good. Oh, and also I got recognized in the street when I was in Japan. That was also cool.
Yeah, Jesus, well, that's crazy.
But that's around 10 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fair enough. But yeah, so me and Saya have been kind of deep diving into these sports. It's really great. I've actually been doing stuff with like the Arizona UMA scene, which has been pretty great, and hopefully I could take my skills with that I've learned with OS and actually put some culture in Arizona for esports, because good lord, the state fucking blows. This state fucking blows.
Yeah, culture wise, you gotta stop saying esports, bro. The
Bro,
fighting game people are gonna kill you.
It's okay. I gotta have the vocabulary that appeases to the people that actually have money though, and the FGC players do not have money. So
all right. Well, next up, land postmortem. Okay, we are back to the real topics. If you have tuned out because we're talking about life, tune back in. We are back. We have returned to being on topic.
Yeah,
we talked about it earlier.
I can start this. Yeah, part of it was like, holy fuck, dude, we are broke. These cost a lot of money. These cost for a lot of money. By the way, and like these only happen because we have a fucking insanely good deal. Local host Denver, again, just huge shout out to those guys. They've been nothing but helpful. We've had insane rates for the venue size that we have. And we feel like the limit that we could have with that venue is like the moon. Like if we ever had like another, like super niche community like OS, like we could have that be like the mecca for all of our esports. So like we could do that if we wanted to. We feel like that with this second LAN, and for the most part, fuck Denver servers. But for the most part, we have found our forever home. We think that the server issues fucking blow. It sucks to play on Denver. We might have a situation where we need to play on Dallas, but we did compare it. It is like 10 extra ping. It's still ping, better that most of us are used to playing at whatever.
It's less than 10. It's less than 10.
Yeah, exactly right. So I think what we're going to do for the next LAN is that we're just going to say like the minute that something even sniffs wrong with Denver servers, we are just going to start having our main bracket games swap over to Dallas. So that's been 2 years in a row where Denver servers are pretty fucked. We were talking with the venue about ways that we could have more like stable internet connection. Obviously, right? But like so hopefully next Denver LAN, the next Denver LAN might be on the Dallas servers. But we will make sure that we won't have another situation where it's just like the way that some teams went out with that connection was pretty frustrating for us to watch. So we really want to fix that. Additionally for the date, we are probably still going to be looking to keep it in the summer. We feel like this works the best for everyone. That being said, it does interfere with a lot of FGC majors. So if there is another time in the year that might be more convenient for us, we'll be looking into it. But right now, assuming that nothing really big changes or like we don't make any discoveries, we are probably going to look to keep it in the June, July area. So that just to set up expectations for that. I know it was hot as shit when it was there, but we just feel like the timing is just too good for everyone. Um, yeah. So not yeah. I don't want to make any comments about like other stuff right now, but like yeah, we're looking to keep it in the summer generally speaking.
Yeah, and
Um, you
also,
got you got.
how do I put it? Lands are definitely something that are a lot more commitment for us to do. Like, we have to lock in dates and decisions very, very early on. So, definitely be aware that it is a difficult process.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what we want to say. Actually, on the side of running it, shout out Junior Jam again. That guy seemed to be pretty fucking good at the bracket management. Grand final starting at 6 p.m. was fucking awesome. We think that logistically, this is probably the best LAN that we've ever run, if not the best event that we've ever run. Um, like that shit was fucking smooth. In terms of brackets, like be prepared. Obviously, budget allowing, we are going to be looking to probably, in his own schedule allowing, we'll be looking to keep that guy as our bracket manager, and be the guy that helps us out on these events.
Guys,
Um,
like, we ran an actual, like, double elimination event that ended way before the venue closed. Isn't that
yeah,
crazy?
yeah,
We didn't
like
have
that
we
shit
didn't
was
have to
awesome.
like blow up the format to do it. It was just the
Yep.
normal format we always run.
Yeah. So shout out to that guy. But overall, like we did a lot of like planning beforehand to think about like what was best, what formats were best, what the cutoffs were for BO3s and stuff like that. And overall, I think in terms of just logistical smoothness, this was the best event we've run, probably ever. Um, so so we're super super duper happy with our performance on the land. We definitely want to redo it. Um, yeah, but that's that. That's that for the land postmortem. Just in summary, we're broke, but we ran it really well. We're looking to stay in Denver and looking to stay in the summer months unless some like crazy opportunity over like a spring break or something pops up. But that's not looking super duper likely. Um, yeah. Um, for context, OSNOC definitely went late. Phoenix definitely went late. Denland one definitely went late. So yeah, literally, I think this is the only LAN event that we've run on time. So, God bless. Yeah,
All right. Next up, merch. We will be rethinking a little bit how we do merch. Rickbat can talk more about that.
yeah. Again, this goes back to funds. Guys, we're fucking broke. I know you guys are sick of fucking keychains. And you know what? Given how fucking dope they were, I think Pewis has got the keychain market on lock. I think that we are trying to ramp up the variety and honestly just quality and cost of some of these things. Uh, guys, I did notice how well the body pillows sold. But also yeah, like Vaughn mentioned, right? The acrylic statue. That shit was fucking dope. We want to do more of those. We want things that you could hang up in your room. We want things that you could use. We think that prints are always mainstays and stuff like that, but we really want to bump up the variety of stuff that we do have. So we'll probably be looking to do more of that in the future. But obviously, like I think we put a less emphasis on merchandise outside of land itself, and as a result, people have been buying less stuff. But we again really want to put cool stuff in your hands, and the fact that we get money on the way means that it's a double win. So obviously, I think that I hope at this point you guys really do trust us with us trying our best to keep the quality as high as possible. I won't get into it, but I have made a few slip ups with artists that I hopefully won't repeat. And I will look to generally just keep something going to have more cool stuff. Hopefully, actually, I want to do a huge shout out to Swanbo who made the print for the Denver Hamburg like collab print. They were introduced to me through Lyra and Liars, and they are fucking awesome. Hopefully you like that print because I'd be looking to work with them again in the future. But generally speaking, I would like to reach out to a bunch of artists and see what we could do. And obviously, the mainstays in Yoshi and ZZZ and their designs are also going to stay as well. So we're going to be looking, for a better variety and stuff like that. Hang with us as we figure out how actually ordering these things often works, because these are actually like surprisingly these can be pretty complicated, shipping and getting them out to where they need to be. No, Cairo mentioned right. No. I shut them out too. Yeah, they're fucking awesome. I think that the Kai print that they did for the crown for the Berkeley land is one of the best pieces of OS merch that we've ever put out. Sorry, yeah, I slipped my mind. But
Yeah, and also shout out to Weather the Storm. Shout out to the EU land for saying yes to our reach out for having them on the collab poster. It really made the Swampo poster feel that much cooler.
Yeah, guys. Actually, another shout out. Fuck, dude, the Sloth guy is so good. He is so good. He's so good, guys. If you're EU listening to us, please glaze the fuck out of that guy, and whoever he tells you to glaze, because that guy is doing basically like that guy was basically doing me and Sai's job combined for a little bit to revive EU, and that guy did a fucking phenomenal job. So wait, is it okay? I'm not gonna talk about that first part, but that is it. Is actually his birthday today? Is it actually his fucking birthday? No way, right? Is it? Wait, is it? It's not. No. Well, if it is his birthday, happy birthday to that guy. But his recent happy belated birthday to Sloth. Like, that guy is fucking awesome. And I'm really, really glad that USL and Weather the Storm went fucking phenomenally. And hopefully we'll be able to do some very, very cool EU NA stuff in the future. If you were watching this, I know I've ghosted some of you guys, which is really sad because I'm busy and I suck and I'm a terrible person. But if I know that SASL is still chugging along a little bit, and I know that I've heard rumblings of stuff in Asia. And I think that the more international collaboration we have that we could arrange that is like convenient and easy for everyone, the better. So, hey, if the fucking Peru land happens or whatever the fuck, let me know. Because that would be really fucking cool. Yeah, and one step closer to OS Worlds. OS Worlds in 2030. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but yeah. So
yeah, okay.
Going back to it though, yeah, I want to bring out more variety, more cool merch ideas, more things that you could actually spend your money on.
Let's go next, bro.
Support the scene. Yeah. Sorry. All right, moving on. I'll let you take it away.
Okay. Volunteer. Wait. Oh, there we go. So volunteers, always needed, right? Like, we're not paying ourselves. Like, let's be clear. Like, we are on the brink of losing money. And any additional hand to just do things helps by just making us stress less. Vaughn definitely helped us out a lot, but we do want to make even more of a push to get the volunteer train going again, because Omega Strikers is only alive because we keep it alive.
Yeah, they're like, yeah. I mean, Sai kind of said everything. It's really hard to add to it. Right. Again, I'm just gonna like shout out every single like long-term volunteer. If you're a NAS player and I mean you are aware of how helpful refs are. Obviously, huge shout out to a lot of the people that have helped with some of the administrative pickups. Shout out two people I want to bring out. A and Gramella for picking up some jobs that I fucking hated, aka roster management and doing the announcements of like the little dates and times that each I found that so tedious. I was really glad to upload it. It actually made my week a lot easier. So to shout out to those two. But yeah, like things like that where we're looking to offload our responsibilities little by little onto individual volunteers, that has done so much for just my own mental health, but surely for Sai's mental health as well, and just for our time. So again, always we'll always do that preseason recruitment drive. Please consider reaching out, and please consider actually being a little bit proactive and thinking beforehand of like this sounds like a little entitled, admittedly, but like if you do want to volunteer, like really take I really do think it's helpful to take a look at one part in the like the NAS pipeline or like cost score in general and be like, I want to improve that thing. I think that thing sucks. I want it to be better. Because it gives me a lot more direction and it gives me a lot more like ideas of like how I could actually integrate you into staff and like actually like make sure that whatever you want to do gains momentum. Um, so like coming to me with an idea of like or like a critique and you think that something sucks and you want to fix it by doing XYZ, I think will do leaps and bounds for your efficacy in actually improving the scene. So uh
Okay, so I'm gonna summarize that in a way that's like digestible for our generation. You know, like if you
okay.
hate how something is, instead of complaining in your Discord friend group chat, just be like, "Yo, this sucks. Like, can I improve it?" Because I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
most people can like do things with their lives. You know.
Yeah. Like people are awesome. Please reach out to me. As far as I could tell, I don't bite. Um yeah, find a team, uh lock it in, zero dark 30 style or whatever, and fucking just fix it. Tell me how we're gonna fix it, and I will give you all the clearances you need.
All right,
I'm very
next,
good at that.
next, fearless
Yeah, yeah,
draft. No.
yeah. This, yeah. Just to be really quick, no, we don't have enough characters. We don't think it's competitively viable. If we had like five or like even like three more characters, we'd really have a league more considerate. But we think it's just not possible with what we have. And I think unless there's a huge, vast disagreement from a majority of the NAS player base, we're not looking to implement fearless. That's it. That's all I have to say on that.
All right. Next up, we can always come back. Online majors. We're broke, bro.
Yep.
We're broke. We're broke.
We're so broke.
We're so
Oh,
broke. Unless
help!
we want to do like online majors where you have to pay a ton of money to enter, like then what's the point, you know?
Yeah. And yeah, the point of majors is that they're free to enter, incredibly accessible. It's about number of players playing. I think that's what makes a major. But guys, we have not run an online major since like what, Dubu Cup, right? Like right, Dubu Cup or Super Star Sunday? No. It was
Sheb.
Sheb. Like guys, Sheb was the last online major. We do not have the funds to run these. You need a prize pool for these to happen, and we just do not have the funds between NAST and land prize pools and land costs. We just can't. Um, so we really are. Yeah, as I put it pretty succinctly. We only will run these if we have an angel investor willing to put in a lot of money and has an idea for us. Um, I have a cost estimate of a online major at about $2,000. This is not just for the price pool, but this is also for commissioning a UI setup. This is for commissioning promotional material, right? For making something that Aesop can put in the game as like that little banner thing when you open the game, right? So
Cause like low key, like we can like make something whatever and beg him to put it in and it'll be fine. But like we want something better than that, you know?
yeah, like we want something that actually does pass a quality criteria. So for that, we would say that if someone comes up with a land idea and they don't have like basically $2,000 to back it, we're gonna think that it's gonna be a little bit dead in the water.
Like we could do it with less. But we're just putting a number out there just to like have a number out there, you know?
Yeah. So I mean,
All
I
right,
guess
all right.
the
Okay,
average
okay.
OS
Next
player
up,
is
next
employed
up.
for it,
The forum has a few more submissions actually.
I'll take a look at that.
Oh, Soren. All right, Soren. I'm just gonna copy paste your thing.
Oh,
Wait,
it's not. It's actually like
wait. This is kind of awesome.
that's actually kind of a pretty awesome idea. Shit. That's like a super huge sellout thing, but actually that is pretty fucking good.
Yeah, this is a really good like fundraiser thing.
Yeah, to be in the official mod pack that we use, I think would be really good. I'm down to even like auction it because I know that instead of it won't be about the number of people doing it because we do have a limited number of slots that we are willing to work with for the competitive mod pack. And also, obviously, we would have to clear this with Spartan. Should I got that guy from maintaining the mod pack and doing it every season? But that is a really good idea, Soren. Holy shit, we might be doing that. Yeah, that's really awesome. Actually, we do think the mod pack is such a great addition to the competitive scene in general. So having that actually support us back would be fucking awesome.
All right. Well, and
oh, I'm so down to stream run an auction. By the way, for this, I'm so fucking down.
like,
I will.
Keep in mind, like, I said Soren because he was very like open about talking. That he wanted to submit something. Anyone else who's waiting for their thing to be read and wants it, like, is assuming that they're going to be anonymous, yeah, okay, we're not going to say your name. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Let's
Okay.
see. Next up, any plans on revitalizing the fighting game category? I got bad news.
So
I
if
got
it
bad
does
news.
happen, it will be personal. It will not be in Coscord.
Yeah, probably won't even be an Umacord either, right? It'll probably be something
We'll
else,
see. We'll
right?
see.
Yeah.
Okay,
Um,
next up. Since you're adding Bertram role that removes access to Discord except tournament channels, is there a purpose to keeping players banned? Yes, many
yes.
people on the banned players list are pedophiles. There is a purpose to keeping them banned.
Jesus. And also, generally speaking, like we don't want gross people. Like what the hell? Like we do not want people that even if they aren't gross, piss us off in some way, shape, or form. Yeah, we think it's the reason we want you. Like usually, if you are a banned player, there's a good reason. We do not want you in our events.
All right, and
Um,
where are the
yeah.
VODs for NASL Season 7 finals? My bad. I had too
Oh
much
my
fun
god.
this year. I'll upload them.
Yeah. Okay.
That's oh,
Yeah.
that middle one. We haven't done that yet.
Yeah. We're not. Are we doing this one? The one I'm hovering right now. I
Okay.
don't think we are. Right?
We should have a robust policy of what to do in case OS dies mid-season. That is true. Hey.
Um. Yeah. Generally speaking, some of that money we do too. We do have like shout out Patat, who's been picking up some of these streams. Shout out me who picked up Nast finals. But generally speaking, some of that money we will get from your entry fee will be going to actually playing people, paying for subs, essentially subs for that. That is good to really bring up. I think that honestly too, I'm just willing to put this out there. If OS dies, I fucked up pretty great, like mid-season. If OS dies mid-season, I fucked up pretty greatly along the way, or Saya fucked up pretty greatly
No, no,
along the
no,
way.
no, no. They're not talking about that. They're saying if Odyssey like goes under, and yeah,
Oh, uh,
yeah.
uh, huh, shit.
Basically,
Well,
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know.
That
I
is
don't know what
that.
we could do about that actually.
Yeah, that is a good suggestion. We'll definitely think about what our policy will be and actually state it and refund people, obviously. But yeah, definitely good to
Yeah,
remember. And second
I will
topic,
say like
person who wrote the suggestion, can we like reveal your name? I didn't ask for Soren, my bad Soren, but like, did this kind of like out you? Um, yeah, okay. It is OAB5, orange and black 5.
before we talk about the sludge that might be coming, thank you OAB5 for actually having a really good point with the refund policy if OS goes tits up. So, thank you.
All right, so OAB5, and this is definitely a green. Let's go. Um, so basically, what Orange and Black 5 asked is any balance takes. So this is for the chat to just say words while we move on to whatever we have to talk about next. Oh, right, we have one last topic involving a familiar face. We have a presidential campaign.
Oh no, it's
Nope,
canceled. That's
it's
canceled. That's
canceled.
canceled.
Okay,
That's been
never
canceled.
mind.
Yes, yes.
Wait, why
Um,
did it get canceled?
it backed out. It just
Okay,
realized that it wasn't. You didn't want to do it. Yeah.
okay.
Um, okay.
Uh,
Yeah, we'll get back to that later. Also, we'll get back to that too for after the Q&A. I do want to have that open Q&A, which I guess the form is kind of for. Um, yeah. Favorite OS event ever, and what is your favorite S tier grands? Shit.
My favorite OS event was probably Arizona Land.
Really?
It was so like the venue like was so funny. There was the only light sources were blue, and like the Ethernet was worse than the Wi-Fi, but like it felt really like the first of a lot of things. So
Yeah, that
that's
is
why
Trodland. It's
it,
so fucking
it was
real.
a vibe. Like it was so
It was
scuffed.
a vibe. It was a super fucking vibe. I will say too, there was there was this like thing where it was like super fucking cramped. Like we were all packed in there like fucking like sardines. But it also was really cool because it made everything feel like alive and crowded and awesome. Like people were huddled over each other to watch games, and people were popping off, and there were like crowd pop offs that you felt because you were so close to everyone. But it was really really good. And also I think we forget what we felt like at that time, guys. Like this was the LAN that me and Saya were like, fuck it, we're gonna just do this one thing because OS announced end of service like a month ago or whatever, guys. Like guys, if you need a refresher about what we felt like at that time, go watch Ratman Rob's trailer for that LAN. Like, guys, it was like literally he was like saying like we're going for one more ride, guys. Like this is it, but we're going out with a bang. And like little did Ratman Rob know, obviously, that it would be so awesome that we do it like a few more times. But I actually think like with how we were all feeling as a community at that time, that there was like a little bit of magic of like coming out and getting to see all of your OS friends for something that I think we all did feel was like ethereal, right? That would like maybe not happen again. Like we maybe would not be able to see these guys again all in one place. So I think in that case, it did have a lot of magic, and with everyone being packed and being able to meet each other and stuff like that, I think that shit was actually pretty cool. Yeah.
And also the games were awesome that LAN.
Yeah, the games were actually pretty fucking good too. Yeah. Yeah. So that's fair. Oh god, what is my favorite fucking S tier? God, I don't know, man. Um, I don't. I'm gonna have like a selfish perspective. I think it would be like season 4 or 5. Um, uh, I think season 4 or 5 is where me and Saya actually started like really being good at like what we did. I think that like obvious season 1, season 2 was learning a lot from season 1, and season 3 was where me and Saya really found our footing, and then I think season 4 was where we really started thinking. We really started doing like things pretty good. Um, yeah, so I'd say like at least for me, my personal like achievement and like running things would probably be season 3, 4. For like experiencing, fuck, I don't even know. God, I actually like. There's no Grands that's even my favorite series, bro. Like
Oh
my
my
favorite
god,
series is
wait. Sorry to interrupt, but I read that message from OAB5 saying Aesop is no longer at Odyssey Interactive. I searched up 2 things, and a bunch of the OS people are now at Discord. Travis
Holy
Aesop
shit.
is the Discord social media manager. And Ryan
Wait, that is
K. is the
actually
marketing director at Discord.
damn. Congrats to those guys.
Yeah,
Step
congrats
up.
for landing a more stable job, I guess.
Like actually, holy fuck. Um, that's dope. That's dope. Yeah, shout out to those guys. But anyways, going back, I think my favorite S tier, like I won't say Grands, but like just series was definitely like Bun Demons Raw. Like the upset, I think in like season 3. I think that shit was fucking awesome. That was an awesome fucking series. Uh, like it was also yeah Winter Semi season 3. I actually think that is one of the best like series of all time, and that would be like if I had someone who did not know anything about OS and was like I want to watch like an OS series, I would hand them that because like everything was fucking awesome. Like we like that shit was fucking yeah that shit was good. It was like peak from basically every member of that, and I think it was like the first time ever like not Demons Raw, not Sad Boys like won something. Which I think obviously was a big moment for a lot of people. Yeah. Yeah, that'd probably be that. Let me take a look at all of the other topics.
Got any last questions before we end this? Because I think we have. I think this is the most productive town hall yet. Like, guys, do you agree? Like, do we actually like feel like we did something here?
Oh, actually, wait, no. We're gonna open Q&A for people who are like, because I know a bunch of people had questions mid stream that we didn't get to.
All right.
So if they just all want to dump them at the end.
Is OS dead? It's been dead, bro. Who was
Yeah.
up your ass the whole time to get it started? Frightfully fresh. Not a serious town hall question. How are you feeling faring mentally? Better. No Discord
Yeah.
stage,
Oh my
not
God.
crazy. Omega Turbo brain rot headache. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is Bun Bun the Pachirisu of OS? I don't think Pachirisu would be the comparison I would make actually.
Didn't
'cause-
Pachirisu win? I mean, I hate to say
okay,
this, but
bro.
didn't
Okay.
Pachirisu win
No,
something? I mean,
okay.
I'm sorry, right? I mean, but let's be clear. Let's be fucking clear.
The reason I said that is because Pachirisu is like an off-meta pick that filled like a very like normal role. I don't think that's what I think when I think Bun Bun. When I think of
Yeah.
like off-meta picks that fill like existing rules, I think. Who do I think of? I don't know. Anyway, estimate on when you. Okay, we do not actually have an estimate on season 8. That is something that we
Wait, what?
will be thinking about like immediately.
I thought we did.
We do? Okay, well, say it,
Yeah.
bro.
I was looking to start. I was kind of tossing out, but right now, current plans, at least on my end, to really like have qual start would be in the October area. Um, yeah, in that fall area. So it might be in November or something. But generally speaking, we are looking for something in the fall. For qual start. And ideally, quals will end, and we will maybe have a little bit of NASL or start the NASL in the new season, like we just did with this previous season. So, um, yeah. We will be, for the most part, obviously, we'll have some format changes with the leagues being condensed, but we are going to try to preserve as much structure as we can because we think quals works, and we are looking to keep it that way. But yeah, um, guys, and let me also fucking clear the air. I literally have a pair of pink bun ears, like bunny ears, because I was such a bun fan, and I saw it at the store and I bought it. Let's be fucking clear. I was a bun fan for a very long time.
Okay.
Yeah, not much reason.
Do we have anything? Is there any specific area that would require more volunteers? I think eventually I would like to not be the one having to upload all the VOD stuff because like there's a reason why NASL 7 cut VODs have not been uploaded yet. And that's because I'm the one running the thumbnail script and pressing upload. So definitely that, but I think referees are always like a huge ask.
Actually, yeah. This fucking. If anyone ever wants to do the notice board, let me know because that thing was fucking awesome. I just can't do it.
Yeah, there's a lot to do. Let's see what
Yeah.
else. What any other questions?
But yeah, but and taking the notice board, I would say someone to take that who wants to make the nice little pretty newsletter one image things to share every week. That is a quick rundown of everything that Sai is going to be stream running. That would be pretty nice. So those are two points that me and Sai thought of.
Yeah, and also related to earlier discussion, we are open to exploring other land locations. Right now, our deal in Denver is so good that it's going to be hard to top, but we are very open to elsewhere.
Yeah. Obviously, if something's better, then that'd be fucking dope.
Last time we ran a land in San Francisco, do you know how much money we paid for that venue? Hell nah.
Oh fuck. Okay, guys. Den 1 and 2 could fit into Berkeley.
Yes. The San Francisco LAN venue costs more than Den 1 and Den 2 combined.
Yeah, like that shit is not happening. We are past that. Unless some really employed players get real fucking employed real fucking quick. Like, yeah, it's just beyond what our capabilities are, unfortunately.
New York, after thinking about how much the California one cost, New York wasn't that bad, but it was more expensive.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it was more expensive, and we also actually like I still actively despise what happened to us.
Okay. Anyway.
Yes.
Would we ever consider hosting a Canada LAN ourselves? We are having fun with life, and we would not like to invite conflicts. In fact, we have not publicly spoken on the conflict that you're potentially thinking of. The one thing I will say is that it should be very indicative that as soon as the drafter was taken down, 2 very notable community members stepped up to make drafters for us without even being prompted. We did not tell anyone we need a new drafter. And 2 people who are longtime trustworthy community members just made new drafters for us without being asked. That should be very telling on like how the situation was. And that's all.
Yeah. Yep, I'm not gonna comment on it. I've when that drama was running, I've said my piece on it. I just want to move on from it. But to answer your question, no, we're not gonna ever run a Canada LAN. That is not our territory anymore. Yeah.
Oh, is
Uh,
Japan using the first drafter? Okay, okay. I'll swap it and save them. Oh, shout out to Japanese Omega Strikers players. I ate fried chicken with two of them in Japan. It was awesome. Um,
one step closer to OS Worlds, guys. One step.
let's
It's a
see.
baby step.
Are we
It's a
done?
step.
Any last questions?
Um. Yeah. Any last questions? We'll like open it for like 2 minutes, just so anyone dump their stuff. Um. If they're spaced out, we'll see.
Brickbat,
I don't
have you
know.
won
Like,
anything?
have I won anything? No. I got second at my local in Grand Blue like a year ago, and then I got fucking dumped. Like Arizona,
Solve, I
like
got really bad news. The Phillyland venue closed down very recently.
yeah. Oh yeah, I did win ISS.
Okay.
Guys, your ISS champion. That teammates ended up in NASL. I mean, but well, good.
I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
I was there.
Is it
I
actually
did it.
rest in peace Nerd Street? Like, is Nerd Street dead, Dylan? Like, because I'm pretty sure I heard that it was only like the Philly one. Because the Denver venue is also a local host. If Nerd Street's like dead, then we have we have a lot of concerns. Okay.
How is it being handled with 8 teams? We're not sure. We're gonna think about it. We will try to come up with something that as is fair. We think that the melding rule will help with a little bit of it. Hopefully it'll result. Maybe if it resolves all of it, that'd be awesome. But I'm not gonna hold that hope that it's gonna be
Oh.
yeah. But we are gonna have to think about that. Yeah.
Yes, I got permission from Offkai Expo to upload the fucking. Anyway.
Yeah.
Um. Yeah. Other locals should be okay. Hope. But yeah, it is not a good economy. It has not been a good economy for anything esports related. um. Okay. What else?
What body pillows are you thinking of doing? Probably Era.
Wait,
I
really?
think that's one
Denver's
we
the
talked
only
about.
local host left?
Wow.
You know,
Holy
Dylan?
shit. The lack of local hosts, guys.
Oh, we might talk very, very soon.
Yeah.
It's not looking too great.
Yeah, it is not looking too like venue. It's like really hard to find a venue for OS because you need a lot of computers for really cheap. But yeah, and B, like it has to be in a good location, otherwise our server connection sucks because they still don't have LAN functionality for this game. So, yep,
Any,
one step farther away from OS Worlds. So fucking
that's
real.
so true.
Yeah. Oh, fresh. We answer that. Literally, it's we hope that the melding team will sort out at least the hardest problems of it, but we will have to look at it by case basis, and we might need to figure out we might need to edit landing specifically, obviously. So yeah, we will have obviously like I don't know if I want to make like a full commitment, but I will be at least trying to keep the teams that we promised would have a slot to have a slot, but obviously that makes things very crowded with only 2 slots allowed for NASL. So, yeah.
All right. Are we done?
And I'd be in OS Worlds. You got to get real good real quick. Can I get something for winning Nasty? We don't have a prize pool for NASL.
Vaughn
women,
wants
so.
to raid, I guess, bro. It's been like
um,
a year since we raided you. So
it's
sure,
actually
sure,
been.
man. It's been so long since like OS has been streamed.
Yeah.
Oh, guys.
Oh, holy shit! Giveaway. Holy fuck! Join. Elwick artificially inflating the stream time. Wait, we can't end the stream on where the giveaway is going.
Yeah,
Okay,
well, I'm gonna win.
questions? Any more questions?
Any more
While everyone's
questions?
spamming join. Yeah.
And any this for real this time.
Because I know some of you guys, I can't remember what it was, but I remember a bunch of people ask questions like around the beginning or the early beginning, and they haven't re-asked them
Will
here.
there be another animated intro? We are talking about it. Tsuyoshi definitely is looking to. We will see how the timeline is.
Nope.
Also, the most recent one was awesome, wasn't it? That was my creative vision. Oh my god, I'm so happy with how that one turned out. The most recent one is so good. That's true. Shout out Breakson, shout out Lego Mage, shout out Tsuyoshi, shout out Basic Guitar.
Oh, Shadow breaks in. Yeah, that was also a guy that I did dirty by not shouting him out earlier when I shouted out early
Yeah, you're
artists.
so
Yes,
fake. You're so fake.
I am fake as fuck. My fault. My fault. My fault. My fault. Yeah, shout out breaks in. Also, that guy is gas too. He does a lot for the community.
Yeah, he's in the chat, bro.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying that.
Okay. Would we ever consider doing super big matchup posters sometime for super hyped up rival? Write that down somewhere.
Heh, that'd be cool. It does depend on how much money we have at the end of the day.
Oh yeah,
I
okay.
like.
So we actually forgot to mention this. Um, we probably do need to overhaul stats to be less of a pain. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, we're also. I definitely need to sit down and name player again too, because he's also got some plans.
All right. Are we done for real? It says ad starting soon, guys. Apparently, ad started. I'm just waiting for the giveaway to end. Uh, we'll get out of here as soon as the giveaway ends.
Commercial break in progress. Um. Yeah, that would be really cool though. Like I said, if we have money and we have artists willing to do it that are affordable, I would really love to do stuff like that. Actually, like getting cool artwork for events, I think is like something that I really do think elevates it, and it's just generally like a fucking cool thing to do. So, um, yeah, I would really be looking for that. Uh, Guys, I get recommended Spanish Burger King ads. Why? Why do they think that's a targeted ad for me? Oh, congrats, Goalie Cat. Um, but yeah,
Okay. We're almost out of here.
yep. We'll
Thank you
probably
everyone for coming to the town hall. It is quite nice to do these because we just get to talk. So thank you for coming out again and talking.
yeah, for real. I mean, we wouldn't do it unless you guys participated. So thank you for being a great community as always. Obviously, we wouldn't be doing as long as this if it wasn't like something that we found a lot of enjoyment in being in.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, I guess when when the ad ends, we'll go raid our some Firelight V for some coaching action. Um, or we yeah. So but yeah. Uh, thank you guys for coming out. This was awesome. Appreciate you guys. We will be looking to do a bunch of cool stuff. On it like a really small tangent. I am very optimistic about this upcoming season. I'm very optimistic. So I think it'll be very cool. I'm very optimistic for both me and Saya's year in esports in general. And I'm glad to have you guys along for that. I'm really really glad to have you guys along for that.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah. Any
Uh,
parting words from you?
no. Goodbye. Not for forever. Goodbye for an
Like a
infinite
bit.
amount of time.
Yeah, I don't know, like a month or two or whatever. Um, yeah.
See ya.